Xiaomi is releasing the HyperOS version 2 now globally. This is 1 month later for all the Chinese devices. And guys, this here is the Xiaomi 15 that came with HyperOS straight out of the box. So if I go inside the settings and I click on my device, yes, the Xiaomi HyperOS version 2.0.23.0. Now, I'm doing a lot of videos about these phones, camera reviews, performance reviews, gaming reviews. This is a whole other topic, guys. In this video, I'm gonna show you some things that I really find impressive. I'm right now on my home screen. I'm gonna use the power button, and now it's always on display. Again, on the lock screen, and just take a look at these beautiful animations. I can probably even remove the Spotify widget. See here, guys. Always on display, lock screen, and then boom, one more spin as I'm entering here my home screen. Now, this thing isn't new. Well, why? We already had the super wallpapers from the past, and I want to show you some examples. You might have already forgotten, but we have this thing here, which is the moon, and it is so beautiful and so smooth, guys. It's just insane. This is why I decided to title the video Definition of Smoothness. And not only does it look like this, but you can also click the landing point and then choose from different scenes like the moon palace or the far side of the moon, and then you can apply it, and then every time you enter your phone, you're gonna get directly to this landing zone, and it's just stunning, guys. Now, this thing here works so well without any stutter, without any jitter, without any lag. And I've read that Xiaomi brought 3,000 developers and they tested 25,000 use case scenarios to really make this work. And this is just a small fraction from everything I would like to share about the HyperOS version 2 with you. Just pay attention to this. Again, I'm entering the always on display with these beautiful animations. Again, this is always on display, guys. This is the lock screen, and I'm now going on my home screen. There are things that we've seen already, but here we have something called the AI Dynamic Wallpapers, guys. So practically what you can do, you can just load up one of your pictures. This is a photo, right? This is no joke. It's a photo, and the AI will try to move it around and make it alive. With everything else that is AI based, it doesn't really work well 100% of the time. Like for example, in this case, when it tries to make the tram come to life. But in the end of the day, it is meticulously crafted. It's so beautiful. And with this, you can turn your own photos into living dynamic wallpapers, and it looks just stunning, guys. The default one really are so good, but if you want to try out some others, yeah, you can do this. Now let's go on the lock screen. Let's try to customize it. I want to show you they also changed some stuff here. We already seen these lock screen customizations from HyperOS version 1, and I do believe that we kind of knew what is coming. Now this is already very good. Now let me show you this one. I can go inside, customize it, right? And every time, guys, you have this logo here, the dynamic one, you can either have it dynamic or you can have it static. And now the best thing is you can load up one of your own pictures, and let me show you. This is a picture that I've loaded, all right? And as you can see, I'm able to now move it around with depth included. And I know people will jump and say, hey, you know what, like Apple invented this. I don't really care. I have it here on my Xiaomi 15. This is usually what you get when you load a photo as a wallpaper, and this is with the depth effect. And this is really very good. Sometimes you have to reposition it so that the AI can work, but once you got it, you have, and then of course you're able to change the fonts, the colors, and etc. It's really gorgeous. But then again, there are other things like the Eastern aesthetics. You have all kind of options there, right? So it's really plenty. And then we have people, and it does work exactly the same way. Like when you see this logo here, all right, this means that it is a dynamic wallpaper. And the moment you apply it to your lock screen, it's gonna be nothing else but absolutely gorgeous. My hopes with One UI 7 is just to be even close to this. It's gonna be great. I don't really think that it will be on par, but if they just get it like to be somewhere close to what I see here, I'm going to be very much surprised. And if you want to try out some of the other lock screens, just hit the download button and that's it. And these things here are just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many other options. Take a look at this, guys. This is the always on display, very pure, clean and simple. One hit will get us to this dynamic scene. That is the lock screen, and then boom, you can enter inside your home screen. And here you can have either the same wallpaper or whatever you want. And by the way, even the dynamic lock screens can be customized. So let's say you're not a big fan of the depth effect and you think that Apple invented it. All right, sir, calm down. We can just remove it. If you don't care like I do, you can hit up the depth effect and you can apply it. Again, a very pure and simple always on with a very beautiful lock screen with this fancy animation, boom, and then we go to the home screen. If you want to get the full immersion effect, then of course you can use the super wallpaper. So let me show you this one here. This one is stunning. This is the planet Earth. Again, different landing points, Croatia or China or Greenland. So let's go for China, for example. I'm gonna hit apply here and see what is gonna happen, guys. It's applied. So right now I'm in China, right? And the moment I go to my lock screen, we have this fantastic zoom out effect. This is the lock screen, this is the always on, fully zoomed out, and boom, we land in China. Take a look at this. It's so beautiful, and this is why I want to emphasize that this is what I think smoothness looks like. And then again, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We have very smooth animations on the control center from HyperOS version 2. Hold your finger on the brightness, get additional settings. You can see all the icons, they juggle around. You can do the same here on the volume. Hold your finger on the volume and you have individual levels here and some other fancy settings. Swipe up, gorgeous animations, notifications, guys. Take a look. No lag whatsoever. Going to the left with everything just being where it should be. And of course, I need to show you also how the apps are opening and closing. Let's check the camera. Absolutely smooth again. Back, front, whatever you want. Right, phones, absolutely crazy, guys. Messages, you see, I can close the animation everywhere I want. It's absolutely insane. Like, these animations are really that gorgeous, and I want this to be everywhere the same. iOS, One UI, ColorOS, HyperOS, all the mobile operating systems, I do believe, should operate at that level of smoothness. Let me show you some widgets. We have the weather, all right, beautiful. We have the clocks and the calendar, absolutely beautiful. We have the gallery. See, no lag whatsoever, no stutter, and I can just do this all day I want. It's just perfect. Guys, let me know what you think down below. This is the phone, guys. It's the Xiaomi 15 with the Android 15 HyperOS version 2. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay safe. We'll see you over and bye.